Now, in this video, we are going to discuss about the motion of a rocket. Now, what is a rocket? Rocket is basically a body of variable mass. Now, why it is called a body of variable mass? Because the fuel is burnt and ejected from the backside. That is why the mass of the rocket always decreases with respect to time. Now, if we take m to be the mass of the rocket at any instant of time, mass of rocket at any instant. So, and v to be the velocity upwards of rocket. That means to an observer standing on the ground, he finds the velocity of the rocket to be v upwards. So the momentum of the rocket upwards is mv. Momentum of rocket. Now, suppose dm amount of gases, an amount of gas, suppose dm is ejected from the back of the rocket. We can draw it like this also, as the rocket is moving upwards. dm portion of gases moves out of the rocket from the backside. The velocity of v of the rocket is upwards. Now, if the velocity of the ejected gases downwards is u, so we can write the velocity of ejected gases with respect to rocket. That means a person sitting in the rocket will find the velocity of this ejected mass of gases u downwards. So the velocity of ejected gases with respect to ground or earth surface must be equal to v minus u. That means a person standing on the ground, he will find the velocity of the ejected gases v minus u. That means the rocket velocity is v upwards and u is the velocity of the mass of gases ejected downwards. So to a person standing on the ground, he will find the velocity of the ejected gases to be v minus u. We can always put vector sign on top. Now, after this, we find the momentum of ejected gases. Momentum of ejected gases with respect to ground. That is v minus u dm. dm is a portion of or the mass of the amount of gases released by the rocket in time dt. Now, after ejection in time dt, after dt has passed, the mass of the rocket, what will be the mass of rocket after dm amount of gases has moved out of the rocket? The mass of the rocket becomes m minus dm, and the velocity of rocket, it increases. As the mass reduces, there is a change in momentum. So v plus dv. As the mass of the rocket has changed, or rather the mass has decreased, there will be an increase in velocity. Now, velocity of rocket is v plus dv. At the end of dt, the momentum of rocket, now this is the mass of the rocket after time dt, this is the velocity of the rocket after time dt. So the momentum will be mass into velocity. Vector sign on top. Mass into velocity, m minus dm into v plus dv. Now you have to find the change in momentum of the rocket. That means the value of momentum before time dt and value of the momentum after time dt, the difference between these two. Now suppose we name this change as dp, change in momentum. So m minus dm v plus dv minus of mv minus v minus u dm. Now from this expression, if we try to explain this expression, this is the momentum of the rocket after time dt, and this is the momentum of the rocket before time dt. Now what is mv? Momentum of the rocket in the upward direction. This is the momentum of the ejected gases in the downward direction. Now why this minus sign has been used? Because these two are in different directions. One is moving upwards and the gases are moving downwards. So minus sign is used here. And this minus is because of this change in momentum. As we are finding out the change in momentum, we are using a minus sign here. Now after solving this, we get the expression. Now expanding this, we get this expression mv plus mdv minus v dm minus dm dv minus mv plus vdm minus udm. Now some terms will be cancelled out, therefore dp becomes mdv minus udm. Now we know what is the force. It is the rate of change of momentum. So dp by dt, rate of change of momentum means the force. So mdv minus udm by dt. Now we have to take two cases. The first case is when g is active, the acceleration due to gravity is active. That is dp by dt equal to minus of g is equal to mdv minus udm by dt. So equate this rate of change of momentum with minus mg, because the earth is pulling the rocket downwards and we have taken the downward motion to be with a negative sign. So here the expression comes like this: m dv dt is equal to u dm dt. This is a minus sign, it transposes onto the other side, becomes plus. So u dm dt minus mg. So impulse of the rocket, what is the impulse of rocket? Impulse on rocket, that is u dm dt. What is the acceleration of rocket? Now move on to the next page. Now the acceleration of rocket, we suppose take it to be a, so u by m dm dt minus g, equating this dp dt, equating this part dp dt with ma. dp dt is the force and force is equal to ma, we all know. So equating dp dt with ma, we find this expression. This is the acceleration of the rocket. A is equal to u by m dm dt minus g. Now the second case is where g is negligible. No function of g. If g is negligible, now this g becomes 0. So a will become u by m dm dt. As simple as that. Now as long as the fuel burns, the rocket will accelerate because there will always be a decrease of mass. Now I write the statement: as long as the fuel burns, the rocket accelerates because there will be a decrease in its mass. Now the rate of fuel burning is a constant. Rate of fuel burning, that is dm dt, is equal to a constant term. Now we are trying to find out the instantaneous velocity of the rocket. Instantaneous velocity of rocket. Now as dm by dt is a negative term. Why this is a negative term? Because the mass always decreases. As the mass decreases, we can take dm by dt, or dm dt as you call it, is a negative term. So dv by dt is equal to minus u by m dm dt. What is the expression of acceleration? A is equal to u by m dm dt. Now acceleration can be written as dv dt. We have put a minus sign here because this part dm dt is a negative term. So dv dt is equal to minus u by m dm dt. Now initial velocity of rocket, we take it to be, suppose u. Initial mass of rocket to be m. So integrating this expression, we can find out the instantaneous velocity of the rocket. Now what we have to do, multiply dt, or the dt on both sides get cancelled out. So dv is equal to minus u by m dm. Integrating dv 0 to v dv, and on this side you can take u out, dm by m, starting from the value of m naught to m. So it comes out to be v is equal to u minus of ln of m by m naught. Now the integration form of dx by x is equal to log of x to the base e, or ln of x, that is ln of m by m naught, replacing the values of the m and m naught. This is known as the instantaneous velocity of the rocket. Now if we try to find out the maximum burnt out speed, now what does this term burnt out speed means? Now the velocity of the rocket after all the fuel has been burnt. When all fuel has burnt out, the velocity of rocket is the maximum. So m naught is equal to me plus mf. Now what is m naught, me and ff? Now m naught is the total mass. Suppose the rocket starts with the total mass of m naught. me is the mass of rocket without fuel, and mf, as you can understand what is f, is mass of fuel at the beginning. So m naught is the total mass of the rocket, me is the mass of the rocket without fuel when all the fuel has burnt out, and mf is the mass of the fuel at the beginning. Suppose we can write this as Vmax, the velocity of the rocket, or the maximum burnt out speed as Vmax. U ln of me plus mf by me is equal to u ln of 1 plus mf by me. So Vmax becomes equal to this term, this expression. In this expression, we have replaced the value of m naught as me plus mf here, and the numerator becomes the denominator and denominator becomes the numerator, and this minus sign becomes plus here, u ln of 1 plus mf by me. Now we take a few examples. The first one, a rocket of initial mass 6000 kg. So we can write m naught as 6000 kg ejects mass at a constant rate of 16 kg per second. So the value of dm dt, or the ejection of fuel, is 16 kg per second. Constant relative speed of 11 kilometers per second. Constant relative speed of 11 kilometers per second. What is the acceleration of the rocket a minute after the blast? Now the mass of rocket 1 minute of the blast. Just after 1 minute of the blast, we can write the expression like this: m is equal to initial mass m naught, so dm by dt gets ejected out into t. Using this expression, we can find out the value of, it comes out to be 5040, because m naught is 6000, dm dt is 16 kg, and t was 1 minute 60 seconds. So 960 5040. So m is 5040. The acceleration, the second part, what is the acceleration of the rocket a minute after the blast? So the acceleration of rocket, the general expression is a was equal to u by m dm dt minus g. Here we had in the problem they have mentioned neglect gravity. That means the value of g is 0, u is 11000, that was 11 kilometer per second. We convert it to meter per second. The mass, remaining mass was 5040, dm by dt was 16 kg per second, and g was equal to 0. Now solving through a calculator, we get 34.92 meter per second square. The second problem, a rocket is set for vertical firing. If the exhaust speed is 1200 meter per second, how much gas must be ejected per second to supply the thrust needed to overcome the weight of the rocket? The first case. And second case, to give to the rocket an initial vertical upward acceleration of 29.6 meter per second square, the mass of the rocket to be 6000 kg. Now, both in case number 1 and case number 2, we can use the formula A is equal to U by M dm dt minus g. That is the general equation. Now in the first case, they have asked us to find out to overcome the weight of the rocket. They have not asked us to give an acceleration to the rocket. So we can take in case number 1. So in case number 1, we can take A to be equal to 0. Therefore the expression will be like this: U by M dm dt is equal to g. You can replace the values of u by m dm dt and g, and the value of this will come out to be 49 kg per second. And in the second case, case number 2, we have been asked to find out the acceleration of the rocket. You have to use the complete expression u by m dm dt minus g, and that will come out to be 197 kg per second. Now the last problem, if the maximum possible exhaust velocity of a rocket be 2 meter per second, maximum possible exhaust velocity of the rocket be 2 meter per second, calculate m naught by m, the ratio of the initial mass to the instant mass. For if it is to acquire the escape velocity of 11.2 kilometers per second from rest. So now we can use the formula. What was the formula? Instantaneous velocity. V is equal to minus u ln of m by m naught, I suppose. Yes, m by m naught. Now you have to cancel this minus out. It becomes m naught by m. Using this expression, we can find out so 11.2 initial speed, the ln of what was m naught by m. So ln of m naught by m becomes 11.2 by 2. That means it becomes 2 5 are 10, 5.6. So m naught by m becomes e to the power 5.6. It comes out to be 270.4. As this is a ratio, so it has got no units. This is the answer.